All right, so this one says Russell wants to calculate the amount of time it takes to load dirt to fall from a crane's clamshell bucket at a height of 32 feet, right? To the bottom of a hole that is 64 feet deep. He sets up the following equation and tries to solve it. So he does a bunch of math, and then it says, does Russell's answer make sense? If not, find the correct answer. So I'm just going to start with step one and solve. So I'm going to say, okay, 32 minus 16t equals 64. What do you think the first step to do is? Close, Mr. Yep. I'm going to subtract 32. I think I heard somebody say it. Whatever I do on one side, I have to do to the other. And so then I get negative 16t squared is equal to, what's 32 subtracted from 64? That's 32. Now, this is where it gets tricky. I've got to divide by negative 16. And so when I divide by negative 16, I'm going to get t, hold on, let me finish. These cancel, and I get t squared equals negative 2, right? Because 32 divided by 16 is 2. And then because one's positive and one's negative, I'm going to have a negative solution. So I'm going to take the square root of this bad boy. The problem is I can't take the square root of a negative number. But, so this is just t. Isn't negative 2 the same as negative or positive 2 times the square root of negative 1? Yeah. And didn't Mr. Adams so eloquently teach you earlier this week that negative 1 is equal to, or the square root of negative 1 is equal to I? Yeah, it might have been the day you were absent. But yeah, that's the facts right there. And by the way, I played a video for you guys in class. See where it says complex numbers? If you weren't here, you could just click on this and it goes through it real quick. I'm just going to mute this and fast forward so you could see the notes. It's okay. Wow, I'm playing a video on YouTube while recording, and it is bogging down the computer. All right, so I'm just going to fast forward to the good stuff. And I'm explaining. But here it is right here. Right? In this thing right here, I said I squared is equal to negative 1. So then if you take the square root of both sides, you get that the square root of negative 1 is I. Okay? Okay, that's where that comes from. So jumping back into here. So I know what that is. So technically, what's my answer? Well, technically, the right answer is t is equal to the square root of 2 times I. And then you've got plus or minus. And so it says, does it make sense? You say, no, it's wrong. And then this is the correct answer. So let's go ahead and enter that in and see what. So to finish the question, it says Russell's answer does not make sense. The time should be an imaginary number of seconds. He was incorrect by using a positive number. See here? Oh, you know what it should be. Wait. Hold on. Wait, let me back up. He rounded it. Wait. His answer is correct, I think. Hold on, let's back up. Good thing I've memorized this. So what is the square root of 2? Yeah. So the square root of 2 is actually 1.41. And if he rounded it, yeah, he's right. So he's right. Okay. So let's double check his work. Yeah, he's right. So let's oh man, good thing I caught myself there. So his answer does make sense. The time should be an imaginary number. He was correct by using negative to represent the height. No, he used positive to represent the height. Oh, wait a second. Is negative 64 correct? Oh, let's draw the picture on this one. Maybe that was the mistake. Maybe the I know it's funny, isn't it? Let's look at this. Let's draw a picture for this. It says that Russell is at the bucket is at a height of 32 feet. 32 feet off the ground. Right? That's where the bucket is. And to a height of 32 feet to the bottom of a hole that is 64 feet deep. Isn't that negative 64? So if this is negative 64, oh, you'd have to redo the whole thing. Then this would be negative 64. If that's negative 64, what's negative 32 plus negative 64? That would be negative 96, right? Negative 96. What's negative 96 divided by 16? Well, it'd be positive 6, right? Because a negative divided by a negative is positive. So I've got, this would be positive 6. I'd take the square root of this. T would equal the square root of 6. And then the answer would just be T is the square root of 6. So now we have to go back one last time. Ooh, this is a lot of work. So his answer does not make sense. Time should not be imaginary. He was incorrect by using a positive number for the height. The correct answer is we got to figure out what the square root of 6 is. So the square root of 6 is 2.4. That was one of our choices. Let's see if we're right. Yep. Did that make sense? Now, Mr. Adams did what you guys did. But you gotta, if you notice when I make a mistake, I almost always catch it before I submit the answer. Except for the last time. Well, I caught it before I submitted the answer. You notice how I noticed it was wrong? I catch it. Anyways, that's how you do that one. What was that one? That was problem number